Welcome back to the Principles of Performance. This is Module 2. In this module, we're exploring the energy you bring to your practice space and how that shows up in your performance space. There was a time in college where I was asked to perform an ensemble of Japanese folk dancing, and the instructor didn't speak a whole lot of English. There was a lot of emotional communication and body language to figure out what we were doing to create this routine. Something that they did that really stood out to me was at the beginning and end of every rehearsal, we sat in a circle and we made eye contact with each other, and we said a Japanese phrase that was essentially thanking the instructor for being here, thanking the space for holding us, and thanking each other for showing up. That moment to officially begin our rehearsal with ritual was very powerful and is something that I still like to do to this day. Because the way we rehearse is the way we perform. And if we begin every rehearsal with a small ritual of emotional grounding, setting our intention, and being present, we're going to do that in our performance too. And then it creates a very safe emotional space to transmit that energy that we're trying to convey to our audience. So let's talk about that. Your rehearsal as a ritual. Before you move, your energy enters the room. We know that. What energy are you calling in? How are you calling it in? What do you want your audience to feel? A pre-rehearsal ritual doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be, lengthy. It's just about consistency. It's just a way to kind of set the tone. Just like how when you watch a TV show, they open with the credits and it plays the same song, you see the same images. It's telling your body and mind that you are entering this space. So you're going to do that for your rehearsal space, and eventually you'll do that for your performance space too. Some examples of this might be like using an essential oil as a scent to kind of awaken your mind to this space that you're going to be entering, or wearing a piece of jewelry that you intend to wear during your performance. It could be even as simple as taking a couple of deep breaths like we did in the previous module. So with this intention of creating a ritual, we're reminding ourselves that this practice space, it's not always a physical space. It's also a vibe. There are times where I've rehearsed walking down the street, listening to my music, feeling the beat, knowing where the choreography is and what I want to hit. There's also been times where I'm driving in the car and I'm just playing the music, knowing how that flow of choreography feels through my body. Your rehearsal environment begins with your attitude. So it's that space that you create that you can go back to over and over and over again each time you perform. Let it be a playground. As you're starting off in your rehearsal space, take that time to feel out different emphases or different moments that you want to share or convey. Just as I'm doing in creating this module for you, I have done this multiple times, choosing different places that I want to kind of bring more life to, or I want to, set in bold or italic or highlight. I'm trying to get a message across in a way that lands, and we're also doing that with our movement. Please remember as you go through this that stage presence isn't luck, and it isn't something that just happens. Stage presence is an energy, and you cultivate it and tend to it, and you care for it. And that way you can go back to it and bring it to life every time. I know how to tap into that energy that is the performance. I know how to connect with my audience because I've done it multiple times over. Again, the energy you rehearse is the energy you perform. After this, I invite you to build out your own ritual for your rehearsals and your performances. Something that is consistent, easily repeatable, doesn't require a lot, and kind of sets the tone as you move forward. There are some tools that you can pull from, whether it's essential oils, a sound that you like to hear, like a little bell or a chime. Maybe it's just breathing. But whatever it is, I want you to be able to make that your pre-rehearsal ritual and take that with you into your performances. Kind of like how before we leave the house, we often say keys, wallet, phone. Before you begin your rehearsal, I want you to call in that energy, that headspace, and that story you intend to share.